G'day guys, how's it hanging? Just jzx110 here again. I wasn't expecting to do a video this week in between Christmas and New Year's just because of the holiday period. It's so busy. I'm not actually on holidays, but I just want to put a shout out there to the subscribers that have subscribed in the last couple of days. I've got just a couple extras. It's more than what I ever expected to get on this channel. I kind of just expected to have some friends and family and maybe a couple odd people here who are interested in my car and some of my other videos. I'm so grateful to get a couple subscribers every couple of days. It's starting to slowly grow, even though it is early days. I'm still super happy. So if you guys like my videos, please subscribe. I'm putting it at the start of my videos now because I might as well try and grow this to the fullest potential it's got. I know I don't vlog every day and I don't have heaps of exciting videos of me driving and whatnot, but that is the plan for the future. I do want to drift my car and hopefully get it on the track. I just need to find the time and also the funds and do a lot of other things to the car probably before I can make it track worthy. I don't really want to just take it out there and start breaking stuff straight away, being that I do enjoy this car on my weekdays or my weekends that I have off. So yeah, that's the plan. So yeah, I thought I would do another jzx video because it seems like most of my subscribers that have subscribed are for that. So I will continue to do that. I did do a couple of 4B videos and that in the last couple of videos just for something different, just to see who's out there that's interested in that stuff. But yes, so today's video will be 10 things I like and dislike about my JZX. It was recommended by a subscriber, so I will actually fulfill what he wants because I think he's on the right track and it should be a good video actually. Nice and short, nothing too long. So yeah, I'll give you that list now. I'm probably not talking the best, being that I just come off a 12-hour shift too and had about 1 hour's sleep last night. So if I'm slurring and making some funny words up, which I think I am, just ignore that. So here's the car in its home. It's a bit of a mess. Being that it's Christmas and I'm busy working, so I haven't got time to clean the garage. Yeah, why not? I might take it outside and do this. It might be a bit easier. Alrighty, I've pulled her outside, letting it warm up. It's not much sun out here because the sun is actually bright red. So if you're in New South Wales or any part of the east coast of the country right now, you would know that there's terrible fires. I'm actually pretty close to the South Coast fire. So the sun is bright red from all the smoke that's around. There is probably ash falling out of the sky. Yeah, I can see it. And it will land on the car. It's been landing on it the last few days and everything's real grubby. Yeah, there's a bit blowing across the roof now. So I might do this a little bit different where I do one hate and then one like and break it up that way. So I think I've got 10 that I can do. Try and keep this video quick, so we'll make a start. For things I hate about this car, one would be the wheels. I definitely don't like these wheels. They're off a Crown. I'm not sure exactly what model, but they sort of suit the car, but they're not exactly what I want, obviously. So definitely don't like these wheels. The plan is to upgrade them soon. One thing I like about this car is the sound. The sound of the 1J is my favorite, being that's why I actually brought this car, for the sound and pretty much nothing else. Just the engine and the sound. I absolutely love it. All the videos I watched on YouTube prior to this, love the sound of it. 1Js are awesome. So yeah. Number two for the hate is, you probably can't see it in the camera, but this rear quarter and C-pillar has been sprayed. It's not the best job. but being white you can hardly notice it, but you do see it in some light conditions. It's just a bit of a more of a rough job, but it's not covering any rust. It was just a pure, because it had faded, job by the previous owner, so that's another one. Alright, number 2 for likes is I love the dose. The dose on this factory turbo is actually really good with this intake pipe. It is awesome. I love the sound of it. Definitely turns heads. All my mates love it. The dose is definitely by far one of my favourite features. Alrighty, number 3 for hates. You've probably heard it in one of my past posts. One of my hates is that the pedals, since it was a manual conversion, the brake pedal is too far to the left and too close to the clutch, so sometimes my feet grab each other and whatnot. It doesn't look too bad in the video, but it definitely needs to come to the right a little bit. So I'm trying to find a pedal bracket for that. I've been given a few numbers, but it still seems to lead to like automatic features or just the clutch pedal, which I've already got. While we're on the inside, one of my likes is definitely the red in the trim. I know some people don't like it, but I think it adds a bit of class to it, and it's not that brown wood colour. The red actually makes it a bit sporty, so I really like that feature in this car, and why I went for a 110 instead of a 100 is because the interior is really good. Alrighty, number 4 for hates. I am starting to get some fade on the wheel. The Toyota badge is sort of flaking off. Again, it's something I want to upgrade. I don't want to stick with this wheel. I'm trying to work out what sort of the best solution is for it without getting into too much trouble with the cops, but I would love like a Nardi wheel or something, because it seems like what everyone wants to do these days. Alright, number 4 for likes. I really like my AEM digital gauge. I didn't think I would like digital. I've never been a fan of digital, but this works really well. And I have another gauge to go with it soon, so I got matching gauges, and I'll be putting that in as an install video very soon. It is a wideband gauge, so I've never installed one in a car before, but that is coming. Still sticking with the inside, another thing I hate, which is number 5, is on the trims there's a random dent there, and also a matching one on this side. I know it's very simple stuff, but that stuff really annoys me, and that is definitely one of my hates. Alright, number 5 for likes, one I really like, and it was added in by the previous owner, wasn't factory, but I do love that it has the swinging vents. They are awesome. They pivot and move on their own while I've got the AC on. It's really cool. It's very Japanese. I very much like this mod. Alrighty, number 6 for hates is probably one of my biggest hates. It is an auto conversion, so I hate that I've still got the auto cluster, but it was one reason I got this car for an awesome price, so I just put up with it, and after a while I do forget about it, but one day maybe I might change the cluster out. Alrighty, we'll go around to the boot. One of my likes in the boot, which I've never seen in a car before, which I think is very Japanese as well, is the roll-out toolbox. So it unclips and pulls out, and I can keep some spares and tools in here, which I think is awesome. And also you have a little slidey window from the back seat to access it, so if it's raining you don't have to get out. I think that's an awesome thing. I've never seen it before. I love it. Alrighty, we'll move on to the outside again. Number 6 for hates is very hard again to see on the car, but there are a couple little imperfections here and here, and it's a bit hard to see with all the ash, but there's actually like a knurl pattern, like an end of a ratchet or something has actually dented the panel. So that is one hate of mine, which hopefully I'll get fixed one day. Alright, number 6 for likes. I just like the colour. White was my goal. I wanted a white drift car. I love that it's white. It's still very good in condition, besides that spray job on the back panel. Other than that, there's really no fade. The bar matches it quite well, and it just looks good. Geez, I'm losing count. I'm terrible. I think I'm up to 7. Anyway, this is another hate. I hate that it's missing the foggies. I know that they've moved them to put the intercooler piping in, but I would have probably like moved it or mounted it differently or did something with the bar to try and still get the foggies in. It would have been cool to have them, but that's one of my hates. I might try and work something out there and get some different style ones in one day. Okay, another like is the rear wiper. I love that. I love how Japanese cars have rear wipers on their sedans. I think it's awesome. I like how this car still has it. I know a lot of chasers that have been imported and they've been removed or plugged or don't have them at all. So I think I'm pretty lucky to get one on this car. Yeah, it's another like. Right, number 8 for hates is the electrical issues. I have a lot of them. Well, I think there are a lot. A lot of people might not think there are a lot, but like the cigarette lighter doesn't illuminate or work. There's like other switches that don't illuminate, like the headlight dips. And this stuff sort of triggers me because I like everything to work as factory. So being that I've got a few gremlins there is really annoying, so I definitely hate it. I've been trying to fix it, but every time I rewire something or try and plug something in, it seems to cause me more issues, so I've got to redo it again. My neighbour is an auto electrician, so maybe I might hit him up for some help, but that is a big hate of mine also. Alrighty, number 8 for likes is the exhaust. I like this muffler and the system that's on it. It could be maybe slightly more raspy, but I definitely do like this exhaust tip that's on here. It's quite large, it looks aggressive but not overdone, and it fits in there quite nicely. I'm not going to pick on all the little things, but another hate with this car, which is number 9 on my list, would be that I think it's been broken into, or maybe it needed to, locked keys in there or whatever. But yeah, the chrome trim here is a little bit dented, and there is a little bit of internal damage to the rubber seals and a little bit on the door there. It's nothing major, again, just something small, but I'm definitely not happy with it. Would like to fix it one day. Alrighty, my number 9 like is under the hood. It's a modification from the previous owner that I really like, and it's this Garage 88 box. And you kind of just slide this cover back and pop it off, and you've got access to your pod filter. It means that it's legal here in New South Wales because it's in an enclosed box. So that's a really nice feature and it works really well. Right, my final dislike for this car, there's probably a few more I could say, but this will just top the list off, I think. And it's that I've got a couple like cracks and creases in the bar here. The bar wasn't fitted on very well at all, so I had to get a panel beater to sort of secure it on for me, and we used some more screws and clips and a little bit of glue because, sometimes you just have to do what you can to get these things to stay on. It used to keep popping off every bump I hit, so I got over it and one of my mates helped me out. Alrighty, number 10 for likes. I've got plenty more likes, but this will do. Is that it runs TN coilovers. I've never owned a car with coilovers. I've always wanted to put them in my old car, never did, but these feel relatively okay. They probably could be a bit more firmer. So yeah, I've never had coilovers before, but these ride okay and feel pretty good through the corners, but yeah, I might stiffen them up one day. And yeah, that's my 10th and final thing I like about this car. Especially that it sits very nice on these wheels as well. Yeah, wow, this ash is nuts. Like, I've only been here for a couple minutes and there's just heaps all over. It's probably hard to see in the video, but yeah, it's just loose ash falling out everywhere. Big clumps of it coming down, like leaving big imprints everywhere. So I might quickly hose it off, try and get rid of what I can, and then put it back in the garage. Alrighty, I opted not to wash it just because I think I'll wet it and then the ash will fall in the water and make it worse, and then it'll sit in the garage like, yeah, all dirty and probably not dry very well. So I'm just gonna drive it in with the ash and hopefully it blows off. So time to go up my steep driveway and get it in this shed. So once again, guys, thanks again for the support and commenting and liking. So hit those buttons, give me a subscribe, a like, a comment. I've got a few big days planned. I'm actually going to a massive event here in Australia called Summonat. So I used to enter it in my old car, but I'm just going to go as a spectator this year and enjoy the events. But I'm probably going to do some vlogging there. see how it turns out, see if you guys want to see big muscly Australian V8s doing massive burnouts. I know Cletus is coming from the States, he's going to be there. A few other famous people possibly. I know Farm Truck's been in the past, don't know if they're coming again. But yeah, it's going to be great. I've got a few mates tagging along, so it should be some fun videos there. So yeah, thumbs up. I'll give you a dose before I finish the video. See you later.